What is going on, everybody? This is Yes I Read That, and today I'm reviewing Guards by Terry Pratchett. Alright, Guards. This is the next Terry Pratchett book that I'm reading. This is definitely not the first book by Terry Pratchett that I've read, but I think it is the first one I'm actually reviewing on this channel, because I've read some books of the Death series before. So yeah, I already knew Pratchett. I know that the books are generally really good, but what you have to know is that even though they are fantasy books, they are very comedic and the focus is not on the story but on the jokes. So Terry Pratchett's books are always a great mix of good characters and really some of the best comedy that I've seen and the best jokes. So I was really looking forward to reading another one, and this one definitely delivered. So for this review, I'm going to go a bit into the story first without spoiling, then talk about my likes and my dislikes, and then finally give you my score for the book. So the story. It starts out with the human Carrot who, and yes, he is called Carrot like the carrot, who was a foundling and was raised by dwarves. And because he is now grown up, they want to send him back to human society so he can see for himself what it's like living with humans and, well, basically to get to know his own culture and society. Their plan is to send him to Ankh-Morpork to become a city guard. And so they equip him with this super old book about the law and send him off. What they do not know is that the city guard in Ankh-Morpork is very dysfunctional. It consists of like 4 guys, and basically they only scream that all is well at night and don't do much of anything else, because arresting someone would be so much trouble that they just don't do it. And the law is also very weird in Ankh-Morpork. Basically the outdated book by Carrot is not applicable anymore at all, because there's a thieves guild and an assassins guild and they all operate in the open. So yeah, in comes Carrot as the new Lance Constable, and he actually wants to arrest people and cites the law, and it is just hilarious in the beginning. And in the background there is a secret society trying to summon a dragon and replace the ruler of the city. The ruler is called the Patrician, and they are trying to replace him with someone by creating a hero that has slain the dragon in kind of an evil ploy. And basically this means that suddenly the City Watch has a lot more to do, and well, yeah, that's the story of the book. And I have to say, so let's get into my likes now. The story was definitely one of my favorite ones from the Pratchett books I've read so far. Because as I've said, the focus is not so much on the story, because since it's so satirical and so joke heavy, it doesn't really work to have that severe or that tragic of a story or that suspenseful of a story. So I think in this book it's really well done. Another thing I really liked is the characters. They're usually really good in the books by Terry Pratchett, but this one was, well, just the character of Carrot, who is this huge human with dwarf ideals, and he is trying to arrest everybody. He's super naive, but also strong enough to really act out what is written in the law and actually throw out all the bad guys from a bar or something in a huge fight, and it's just so much fun. Then there's Vimes, who is the captain of the guard of the Night Watch, and in the beginning he's not that interesting. He's more of a drunkard who never really does much. But then you really get insights into his character as the book progresses, and he really grows, and in the end he's quite an interesting character. So I also really enjoyed that one. And the last one only had kind of a small appearance, but that was the Patrician, because I'm not going to spoil it, but in the end of the book he has this one really cool appearance where it basically shows that he's always in control of the situation, and I just really liked that. I don't know, it was so fun but also just really cool. Yeah. Obviously, the jokes and the comedy is top notch. Really, one of the best Pratchett books I've read so far. And I think the crazy thing is how deep sometimes the book gets, or the themes get, beneath the jokes or puns. So what is hidden in a joke is actually a very serious topic that, yeah, I don't know, it's just so well done. Where you could really stop and think for half an hour just about one joke. But it's also funny, like it's so well done. So my dislikes, there's really only one thing, and that is, I've had this with pretty much every Pratchett book. I just find the story to get a bit dull after a while, because the focus is so much on the comedic aspect that, so you can't really build that much suspense. And I just, like halfway through the book, maybe 3/4, I really have to push. I mean, it's not that I don't enjoy reading it, but I don't really crave reading it either. Like, sometimes when I have a really good book, when I come home from work, I'm like, I'm gonna read the book. And for this one, it's more like, I have some time, cool, I guess I can read the book. It's just, it's really hard to explain, but even though it's fun, it's not super gripping, and it's not like that, yeah. Anyways, my final score for the book was an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed the book and the writing. I love Pratchett's jokes, but in this one actually the characters, and especially Carrot in the beginning, are just gold. Really, they're so good. I mean, the story is not really comparable to, you know, serious toned books in fantasy, but I just love the way Pratchett writes and the jokes, so I would highly recommend this to anybody. I think this might even be a good book to start, a good Pratchett book to start, yeah. So, yeah, if you've read the book and have an opinion, leave it down in the comments below. I'm always interested. And if you like the video, make sure to drop a like and leave a sub to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye!